let's focus on the positive this morning. Like, for instance, Sonny Hostin of The View says her sources.
Okay. Noted source.
Sonny Hostin.
Did I say that wrong?
Yeah. I said Hostin.
Well, she is a host. She's hosting The View, but she's a
Sure.
Hostin.
Okay.
She's a hosting The View.
I was just trying to lift your spirits up with this.
I know. According to sources she knows inside the Justice Department, say an indictment is coming down for Trump in the next 30 to 90 days. Alyssa Farrah Griffith, who used to be his, said she has heard the same thing from her sources. Oh, Travis, what is it? Could it? I'm just saying.
A dolphin?
Wasn't this perfect for today? Thank you, Kate in Milwaukee.
It's sparkly.
Isn't it? So girly.
But we're going to find out all about Hunter Biden and where COVID came from.
Dear Jesus. Dear Jesus.
Are we?
That's all we can. The only silver lining is we can just watch the whole Lord of the Flies. Dear God.
They're gonna
freak show that's going to be. Yes, they are.
They're going to prove why they should never be in charge.
You know, can I just say one thing? Forget you and me, Chris. Nancy Pelosi's always right. She remained hopeful like I did about the House, but she said New York. Yeah. I'm afraid that was made the difference, and those were a surprise. Yeah. Sean Patrick Maloney, et cetera, that whole, she said, I think that's going to make the difference. And it's, anyway.
And she's going to have an announcement a little later on today about her future.
Yeah. I think we probably know what it's going to be, but that is sad. She is the greatest speaker in the history of the House, period. Mm-hmm. No question. I know everybody looks at that silver lining that they're going to once again prove how completely incapable they are of governing.
Yep, that's what they're doing this.
I mean, dear God, Marjorie Taylor Greene extracted a promise that their leaders would investigate Nancy Pelosi. Oh, won't that be nice?
Oh, yeah.
While she's taking care of her husband.
For what?
For the security failures on January 6th, Chris. Duh.
Right, for their treatment of the defendants jailed in connection with January 6th. I love this part of the story. It's unclear at the moment why Pelosi would be part of an investigation into the treatment of rioters, many of whom made her the target of their violent threats that day as they were storming the Capitol.
Right.
Yes, they're going to investigate Nancy Pelosi for her own death threats,
for
apparently.
People in jail
death
for
threats against
her.
Life. Oh, my God, it's begun already. Dear Jesus. Okay. Yes, it is a significant. I don't even know. Do we have we don't know a final count yet, but tiny. I'm just saying.
I think it's 3. Maybe they're ahead by 3 now, right now.
Maybe they will be.
I don't know what the lock is.
Maybe it'll be such a show. We'll get some moderates to caucus with us. You know, I'm holding on by the thinnest of dreams right now.
I'm still hopeful about that.
The cinema and mansions of the House?
Yes.
The Republican versions of them.
Fight, big bag of rats. Oh, my God, that's going to be the biggest bag of rats ever.
They're not going to get anything done.
I know.
They probably won't even be able to do investigations competently.
Yes. By the way, so Maggie Haberman said ahead of the announcement the reason Trump wanted to announce so quickly after the midterms, he thought it will make things more difficult for the Justice Department to indict him.
No.
That's not a thing.
No.
Dear God, I hope Sonny Hostin is
Hostin.
correct.
Sonny Hostin.
She's a lovely lady.
She is. I like her a lot.
She cited her sources within the Justice Department. Right. What is that, 30 to 90? When is that? Is it for Christmas? Will I get an indictment done for Christmas?
It could be between Christmas and Valentine's Day.
A lot of stuff gets done in the lame duck session. A lot of stuff.
Right? Yes.
They were saying on the radio.
It could be a lame indictment duck.
Yes. They were saying on the radio this morning that the repeal of Don't Ask, Don't Tell happened during a lame duck session.
Yeah.
A lot of big, important stuff gets done.
Yeah. Am I reading this correctly? Did Mitch McConnell just vote against interracial marriage, and is he not in one? Okay.
That would be correct.
As John Fugelsang used to say about Michelle Bachmann, she is both against gay marriage and in one. I'm not making any aspersions against Marcus, who does look cute in that hat. Always.
He's super.
Okay. Right. Okay. So that passed. The marriage equality, that passed.
Yeah. 12 Republicans voted for that.
Yes.
Mitt Romney voted for that.
Wow. I can't believe we're even here, that we have to put our rights to a vote again. But okay.
I think this is the first time actually a right that has been granted to me was actually voted on in the Senate.
Right. Yes. That's what, didn't somebody say that once? That's how you know you're in a marginalized group, if like your rights get put up to a vote every couple of years or whatever. It's okay. All right, let's focus on the positive, shall we? Happy, clappy. Mitch McConnell, give me that was another big bag of rats. So there's keep your eyes on the big House bag of rats and the Senate bag of rats. So Rick Scott
failed miserably.
He went for the king for right. And then he said that the Senate GOP PAC, whatever, that Mitch McConnell runs should be audited. And then Mitch stripped him of all leadership roles. And then they, fight. Okay, Mitch McConnell. Yesterday.
Which one?
Oh, 14.
Okay.
Thank you.
We underperformed among independents and moderates because their impression of many of the people in our party in leadership roles is that they're involved in chaos, negativity, excessive attacks, and it frightened independent and moderate Republican voters. And we saw that, which is why you all recall I never predicted a red wave.
Yeah, they don't have those in the Galapagos, I guess. Red waves.
Oh, they have red tide.
Yeah.
He needs to watch out for red tide.
It's really dangerous for turtles. The bacteria will get you.
Fight. Big bag of rice. And now, guess what they're going to see? They're going to see more of exactly what Mitch McConnell described. They're going to see that on the display every day in the house. Nothing for you or your family, but you'll hear all about Hunter's laptop and everything else that you don't give up about.
We're going to see his deep pics, aren't we?
Yeah. And then also they will be, I guess, picking on a woman who's taking care of her husband who is bludgeoned because of their lies. So I think that'll play well, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Mitch McConnell, one more.
And so my message to the administration, and you saw some of it this year, let's find some things between the 40-yard lines that we can agree on and do them. And we did some of that this year. Infrastructure, CHIPS, school safety, mental health. We need to make some progress for the American people, but it's going to have to be in the political center. If the House...
Oh, Mitch.
By the way, how long will it take him to get from one 40-yard line to the other? I mean...
Long time.
A long time.
All 2 years. But also, even if we manage to do something bipartisan with the Republicans in the Senate, do you actually think Kevin McCarthy in the House will bring any of that up for a vote?
No.
No. So he's going to shoot Mitch McConnell in his own foot.
Yeah, it's going to be glorious, that part of it.
They're going to hate each other.
Do turtles have feet, or is it just one continuous leg?
I mean, they have feet.
Okay.
There's toes.
Also, can I focus on one more? When God closes a house door, you know what he opens? A Kathleen Madigan window.
Yeah.
Kathleen Madigan on the big show today. Come on. We can have nice things
We
again.
haven't had her for a while.
We need her.
Carol Frisch, Dr. June, and Kathleen Madigan all on the big show. And I have to say, I think it's the best What the Hell Herschel ever. And because these are the waning moments of What the Hell Herschel.
Is this the vampire thing?
Everyone ruined it yesterday. I had that
now you've ruined it again.
And then everyone started tweeting it.
Everybody
21.
tweeted it. It was yesterday.
Just button pusher. Just push the button.
Oh, you ever watch a stupid movie late at night hoping it's going to get better, don't get better, but you keep watching it anyway? Because the other night I was watching this movie. I was watching this movie called Freak Night, or some type of night, but it was about vampires. I don't know if you know vampires are some cool people, are they not? But I'm going to tell you something that I found out. A werewolf can kill a vampire. Did you know that? I never knew that, so I didn't want to be a vampire anymore. I wanted to be a werewolf. But then anyway, as I'm watching this movie, and they can tell how stupid it is because it's 1 a.m. So I'm watching my TV, these kids watching their TV, a vampire kill on their TV. So you know it's kind of stupid, but I'm still watching though. As I'm watching this show, what was funny, these kids had a vampire in their attic at their house. So they was watching their TV. Now I'm watching my TV, as they watching their TV, or they see the vampire killer on their TV. So they win this contest to bring this actor. Now y'all got to stay with me. Bring this actor who's a vampire killer from that TV to get rid of this real life vampire in their attic. So as this actor comes to their home, he got all the right stuff. He got all the right stuff because you got to have a stake and got to have a thing to kill him in the heart. And he got a necklace of garlic because that worked.
Kill him in the heart?
I don't know what it does, but it worked. You got to have a cross because it burns. I know that worked. And then all of a sudden, this is what was so funny about it. As they're walking through the house, this guy's got the holy water. He's blessing the house, this actor. Now, he's all fake. He's blessing the house with his holy water. They walked upstairs and this vampire looking real good in this black suit. Whoa, that sounds like Senator Warnock, doesn't it? Looking all good in this black suit, floated from the ceiling. He floated from the ceiling looking good and cool. And I'm thinking, whoa, they better get out of that house. If somebody float from your ceiling, get out of that house. That's not your house. But as he floated from the ceiling, the kid jumped behind their hero. As they jumped behind their hero, the guy jumped in front of him with this holy water, threw it on the vampire's forehead. He covered his eyes. Then he took his hand away. He started laughing. And he said, that don't work. He took the cross, he put it on the vampire's forehead. And the vampire didn't even do anything. He said, that don't work. And that's the way it is in our life. It doesn't work unless you got faith. It is time for us to have faith. We got to have faith in our fellow brother. We got to have faith in this country. We got to have faith in the elected officials. And right now, that's the reason I'm here.
Oh my God.
That was literally the longest 2 minutes and 14 seconds of my entire life.
He's there because of
I
vampires.
will never get that back. Also, I felt what was left of Frangela's soul just die. There was only a tiny bit left after our discussion of his chicken company last week, and now.
And they're fans of Vampire Diaries, so they would probably have a lot of feelings about that clip. I almost saved it.
I don't know if you know, vampires are cool people. Are they not? Okay. That will go down with, some of our greatest quotes.
What was his point?
He does not. He didn't have a...
He got to a point there at the end. If you want to listen to it again,
yeah, he maybe has never heard this.
By the way, when you're telling these little stories, here's a good idea: have a point. It makes it so much more interesting for the listener.
Didn't have a point.
He totally had a coherent point at the end. He said that it didn't work because they didn't believe. And if you believe in stuff and you have to have faith in something, and it will work. And
okay, so why 2 minutes to get to that?
I'm not even sure
that part I can't explain.
The weirdest thing he said yesterday. He also said 23andMe has screwed us all up. I guess just by identifying how many of his 11 billion children there are out there.
Yeah,
that's
what totally it.
Okay. Here's the part where my soul dies. Kaylin in Texas says, my racist uncles are loving this. They eat up watching Herschel display every negative trope they've ever painted black people as being while laughing at him. And they'd vote for him, too. Use him to do the GOP's bidding, knowing he'll do as he's told. You should hear them talk. Oh, I swear to God, my soul does just die a little bit. You're just like, oh, my God.